What else has she told you?
That you have nightmares.
Every podcaster has nightmares.
Only one who is ashamed of what the listeners will hear.
You have no idea what they will hear until they listen to episode 345 of the Retro Rewind podcast.
Retro Systems Online. Reflux capacitor fluxing. Scanning room space-time for The Last Samurai 2003. Rewinding in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, Rewinders and new listeners, to the Retro Rewind podcast, where we take a fresh look at movies and games from 15 or more years ago. I'm your captain of the pod, Francisco. I'm your captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz, and I'm joined by your XO and mine, Paul, the last PaulJPowers.com Powers.
You pay me $500 a month, and I'll podcast with whoever you want me to podcast. But just know, I'm happy to podcast with you for free.
That's awesome, Paul. Glad to hear it. And I feel the same. Also, for this discussion of the film, The Last Samurai, we welcome back aboard Archives Officer of the Pod, Drew Dodgen. Hey, Drew.
The nightmares of Leo the Lion haunt me to this very day.
We weren't covering Leo the Lion.
No, but you mentioned nightmares, and I had a flashback to... excuse me.
And in addition to nightmares, have back aboard Clergy Officer of the Pod, Dustin Warford. Pray over our nightmares, please, Dustin.
Perfect day having me on this podcast. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Excited to have you here. And finally, we're also happy to be joined by Media Relations Officer of the Pod, Hugs, or Free Hugs. Hey, Hugs.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Sake! Sake! I told you!
Get that man some sake. Stat. Okay. And now that you have a quick flyby of who we are, Paul, can you give us a quick overview of the production specs for The Last Samurai?
Sure thing. All right. The Last Samurai was released September 21st, 1974, and runs 2 hours and 39 minutes. It was directed by Kenji Masumi.
Paul.
Yeah? Yes.
I mean, I get that it's that apparently there's another film called The Last Samurai, but this is the 2003 Last Samurai.
Well, that could have been brought to my attention yesterday. Fine. Go back, rewind. All right. This is the Tom Cruise one, not the 1990 one, right?
Correct.
Oh, good. All right. Here we go. The Last Samurai was released December 5th, 2003.
Yes.
Runs 2 hours and 34 minutes, and it was directed by Edward Zwick and written by John Logan, Edward Zwick, and Marshall Herskovitz. Sorry, Marshall. With lead stars being Tom Cruise, Ship, Ken Watanabe, and Billy Connolly.
Wow.
And the music was composed by Hans Zimmerman's friend, Hans Zimmer. And Are you ready for the box office trivia?
I mean, I'm ready. Are you guys ready to guess where this is?
Sure.
Ready.
And everyone watching chat is welcome to join as well. Go for it, Paul.
Okay, The Last Samurai was made for about 140 million whopping dollars.
Okay.
And it earned over 450 million at the box office.
Nice.
Wow.
That gamble paid off. All right. Given this fact, how high in the box office do you think it ranks among the movies released theatrically in 2003?
Okay, let's begin with Drew. What is your guess?
I'm going with 8.
8, all right. Dustin, how about you?
Ooh, that's a lot of money. I will go 6.
6, okay. Hugs, how about yourself?
Can't go wrong with the cruiser. So, number one.
Number one, $1, Bob.
Forget Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and all their Academy Awards. This is number one.
You're number 8 in your programs, but number one.
For me, I'm going to go with. I'm just gonna go with 10. I feel like it's probably actually. I think it's higher than that by like the number 10 here. So, we don't have any guesses in chat. So, Paul, where did this end up?
Well, it may be number one in some people's hearts, but you got to be a big deal to get it right at number 6. Good job, Dustin.
Well done, Dustin. Good job. Congrats. Awesome, guys. And thank
Remember
you.
when you used to give prizes for getting trivia stuff right? Man.
You have
Cajun curl was delicious.
Do you have some Cajun curls still?
I don't have any more. I use it all. I mean, you gave it to me like 4 years ago, but it was delicious.
Yeah, because I don't think they make that anymore. Anyway, this is not the Cajun curl podcast.
Really?
I don't think
I haven't seen Squirrel Curl in the chat in a long time.
Yeah, but regardless, thank you for those factoids, Paul, and our factoids about Cajun curl. Bring back the Cajun curl, and let's see if any of them factor into our memory mind melt or subsequent roundtable discussion, which we'll get into once Alice is located our target film.
Alert. Target located. Spoilers incoming. Establishing analysis vector.
What I have seen on the field of battle has led me to question my purpose.
You cannot escape.
You have no idea what their weapons can do.
The Last Samurai. Rated R. Starts Friday, December 5th.
Yes, Friday, December 5th is when I remember watching in the theater. I'm sure maybe, actually, I probably didn't. But that trip probably brought back some memories for you. But what memories did we have for The Last Samurai before we rewatched it? Let's combine them into our memory mind melt synopsis for The Last Samurai.
Hey, Francisco. Sometimes you speed read this part, but I want you to, I'm not saying take it slow, but just like really read it because these gentlemen provided some pretty good nuggets in here.
All right. In San Francisco, Jack.
That's a fun name to say.
Way to derail me. Okay. So here's our memory mind melt synopsis for The Last Samurai. In San Francisco, Jack Reacher is feeling disillusioned from being a war hero who was born on the 4th of July and is drinking backstage, misses his cue to enter, gets fired from his risky business, and goes to a meeting being interviewed with a vampire. Maverick is upset that Kevin Costner got to dance with wolves, so he decides to go to a land far and away and join up with the Japanese on the edge of tomorrow. Oh my gosh. After losing the battle with the Ninja Turtles lost in time, Jerry Maguire is captured by Ken Watanabe. And after being a prisoner with his eyes wide shut, demanding all the sake and cocktails he can humanly drink and not die, he is forced to learn their ways and finds beauty in their land. This is Fern Gully, right? He becomes a friend with them and learns that they really aren't the bad guys after all. In fact, the late wife of a samurai he killed in battle isn't too bad herself. No, wait, this is Pocahontas, right? Tom Cruise betrays his Scientology masters, his Japanese imperial masters, and trains with the samurai in the rain, man, during their days of thunder. Ethan Hunt ultimately fights with them. I got it. This is Avatar, right? It's like the War of the Worlds as he takes on the samurai mantle and defeats Colonel Custer and a few good men on the battlefield against their top gun. No, wait. All the samurai are wiped out as collateral except him. According to the Minority Report, the white guy becomes a legend. The Last Samurai.
Hey, almost all of them.
Nice.
So Yeah. I think there were some smatterings of actual movie in there, but on the whole, I'd say those were decepted.
What are you talking about? That was all true.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
I didn't see any Ninja Turtles in there.
See? Falsifies the whole thing. Oh my goodness.
I guess we'll have to take it to the firm.
I mean, I saw ninjas. I just don't know if they were turtles.
Yeah, could have been.
They could have been the Foot Clan for all I know.
Okay, anyway. So based on those memories, guys, as flawed as they clearly were, what rating did they lead you to predict for The Last Samurai before your rewatch? Classic, nostalgic, or tragic? And when was the last? When did you first see this film? At least what you can remember. Let's go in reverse this time. Hugs, what was your prediction, and when did you first see this?
My prediction was classic.
Classic.
That's
okay.
that's the highest one, right?
Yes, that is the highest one. Yes, yes.
All right, then let's go mega classic.
We only have 3 ratings, but okay.
All right, well, mega classic. So, yeah, I actually was fortunate enough to watch this in theaters in Japan.
Wow. Oh, really?
Oh,
Cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wait a minute.
Until there's no subtitles in English.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
It was still really like.
Wait a second. You were, because I was in Japan for Christmas in 2003. Were you there at Christmas time?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we were there together. No, not together, but at the same time. That's cool.
Same hotel room, but that's all.
Yeah. Thanks for splitting that cost.
Awesome. So, okay, classic from Free Hugs for prediction. Dustin, what was your prediction, and when did you first see this?
So I remember seeing this in the theaters the month it came out. I don't know if it was opening week or opening night, but I did see it in the theater and really, really enjoyed it. And I've seen it numerous times since.
Nice.
So I also predicted classic.
Also predicted classic. Okay.
And when I saw it, there were only subtitles on the Japanese part. So I lucked out in that area.
Drew, how about yourself?
I predicted it would be 3.5.
Payback.
But on your rating scale, I would actually say I predicted nostalgic.
Nostalgic. Okay.
It had been a long time since I had seen it.
Oh, okay.
To the point where I actually don't remember where I saw it. I think I caught I think I caught it on TV randomly. So all the good parts were probably edited down for
TV
because it was not HBO. So. And I pretty much wanted to be on this one. It's like, oh, I hadn't seen this in a while. I actually want to watch the whole thing.
Nice.
So this is a good excuse.
Okay, fair. How about you, Paul?
I saw this in theaters before going to Japan for Christmas.
Okay.
But honestly, I haven't seen it since, and I remembered liking it. So I predicted nostalgic.
Nostalgic. For me, I remember thinking that this movie looked dumb when I first saw marketing and stuff for it. I'm like, what? Why not?
We're the Ninja Turtles. Come on.
We're the Ninja Turtles.
How do we leave the podcast?
But so I didn't see it till probably, I don't know, years later on DVD. And I just loved it. I was like, oh man, I'm so bummed I didn't watch this in the theater. So I actually predicted classic because I remember liking it. I used to own it. I don't know where that copy went, but I don't have it anymore. But I remember liking it, so I predicted classic. All right. So it'll be interesting to see if those predictions come true. But first, let's go get to the things we liked most about The Last Samurai. Let's spin up our
Best bits.
Yes, our best bits. And our best bits are actually brought to you by none other than Paul J. Powers at pauljpowers.com.
Supporting this stream, like my wingman, pauljpowers.com, is not mission impossible. Woo!
That's so good.
Wow. Well, let's talk about the things that were so good about Last Samurai. Let's begin with Dustin. What was one thing you really liked about this film?
All right. So there was actually a lot I liked about this. One of the things I'll point out right off the bat, though, is Katsumoto, played by Ken Watanabe. I thought he nailed that role really well.
Absolutely.
The wise, calm, principled leader, really spiritually reflective, representing honor well throughout the entire film. The way he treated Tom Cruise as a prisoner of war and brought him into their culture. I just thought, so not just the character in the movie, but just the way he was portrayed by Watanabe just was an excellent performance.
Absolutely, yes. I believe he got nominated for a supporting actor role, but lost to Michael Caine, I want to say, in that year. But I don't know why I remember that, but Michael Caine.
Cocaine.
Okay. Let's go. Free Hugs, I'm curious, did Ken Watanabe make your like list, or was it something else?
Well, the thing that I like about the movie, the first thing, because there's many, would just be like the atmosphere of the movie. You feel like you are back in like the late 1800s.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like the costuming, like everything just feels real. Like it feels like they actually cared enough to make a period film.
Yeah. That goes right into my first like, and I'm just gonna say beauty is my first like, and I'm talking about the costumes. I'm talking about the scenery, the setting, and
Tom himself.
Oh man, that beautiful Tom Cruise. No, and especially Hans Zimmer's score was just so hauntingly beautiful in this. Oh,
did it sound something like this?
You know what?
If you want, I can go grab my soundboard real quick, Paul, and play that for you.
Kind of like that, not quite though, Paul. Kind of like that. No, but so that was my first like. Just there's so much beauty to this film, which actually will lead into one of my dislikes later, but we're not there yet.
It's too much beauty.
It's beautiful. I couldn't understand the plot. I was looking at the scenery.
Okay, guys, whatever. Let's go to Drew next. What's one thing you liked?
I'm gonna have to go with Ken Watanabe's performance.
Okay.
It was so. It was such a. He did such a good job playing that role, and the honor that he showed with to Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, I never remember Tom Cruise's character's name.
Nathan Algren.
Tom Cruise
Nathan Algren.
Yes, Algren, because they don't have L's over there.
Algren, yes, exactly.
Yes, but I like the character from beginning to end, especially the scene there in the council room there where he brings the sword and says only the emperor may tell me to give up the sword.
I was so frustrated by that scene. It didn't make it was like number 4 on my dislike.
Yeah,
because he's like, only the emperor can tell me to like remove it or take it, and he doesn't. So why doesn't he stay?
Because it might as well. It's almost like a said without saying.
It's a very subtle. It's like you're still gonna be. You still can't do this.
Nope, he didn't take the sword. I can stay. Sorry, bye.
We're not on dislikes yet, Paul.
We're not on dislikes yet.
So if you could explain that to me, it
felt like the kind of. It felt like the kind of subtle politics I would expect from a Japanese movie of this era.
That's why I don't get it.
It takes place in this era, so it's meant to be subtlety.
Next cultures,
right? And
yeah, just the lack of action,
right?
I do. I'm a man of action.
but that scene, but that scene, and then going to when he finally passes away. Is just such a beautiful, but you go into where he finally, or he tells Tom Cruise, you found your honor, let me die with mine, and passes away. It's like, oh, that was so. I was so sad, and it's like there was a sense of accomplishment there, where he just knowing that the character did not die without honor, and was able to feel like he had a good death.
Dude, his hunt for the perfect day, and then him seeing that as he passed away was just the perfect the perfect
Yes.
send off for his character in the film.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is why the sakura blossoms are always so pretty.
Yep.
Paul, what was perfect for you and that it made your first like?
Actually, the battle scenes for the most part were really intense, and that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Like the editing in some of these. In fact, when I watched it again the second time with the commentary, and the director talks about his he says he has the same editor ever since like he was like in film school, and he edits all his
that's cool.
all his movies, all his TV shows that he's done. But the editor's name is Steven Rosenblum, but he said that Steven Rosenblum has become such has done such a good job in his craft that he's now one of the go-to guys when other directors are having problems with their movie.
Oh, really?
The action isn't quite there. Like they need they'll call him in to come and fix it. So
cool.
Yeah, awesome. But to be able to, you can have a battle scene, but have it be intense, like and you're like really invested in it. That's quite an accomplishment.
So was the editor, what was his name? Steven Rosenblum, you said?
Steven Rosenblum, yes.
Was he from this village where everyone does their thing to perfection?
He was a samurai himself, yes, from the 1800s. Okay, yeah.
It explains it. It explains it. Okay. I also need some explaining from, let's go back to Drew. What's something else you like, Drew?
Just the atmosphere and how real it felt. Because it really did feel like you were in Meiji era Japan. Like the whole, it just had that kind of feel to it where it's still a little bit of the old classic tradition butting up against the modern Western values and how they're intersecting this, that whole feel of that era of Japan, where it still feels like there's a little bit of that it was just
like still a bit of that tradition, but
it's a bit of a tradition mixed with honor, and how you're sitting there the whole time going, no, you don't need to go like the West. You'll need to stay Japanese.
Kind of the feeling the simple beauty of
right.
Yeah. Dustin, let's go to you next. What's something else you liked?
Not only did I like the cinematography and beauty that you guys talked about, but there's lots of movies that have done this arc before. You know, the redemption arc story. That's not a new plot. I mean, that's been done for like hundreds of years in movies. You know, the redemption arc.
Yeah, of course.
But I thought this movie really, really did it very well. Tom Cruise, you know, opening up from the first moment you see him, you know, you don't know exactly what he's upset about, but, you know, doing the whole acting portrayal for the gun, you know, he's upset about something. And then it trickles in the slaughtering of the Native Americans, him not caring about anything, but the way that he finds purpose with the samurai, I just thought it was done beautifully. So it's a redemption arc story that I think did something that had been done forever, but really did it in a way that resonated with the viewers.
Absolutely. Free Hugs, was that something that resonated with you, or did something else really redeem this movie for you?
I mean, in the same vein of that, like I just love how he went from going like this haggard, like I can't seem to find a way to die, like guy, to finding like peace and even though like he, you know, just kind of, I don't want to say loses everything, but he lost like his
brotherhood
reason, like to continue the samurai way of feeling, like you know, which is a Katsumoto. So like, because he's not, I would say that he's like in retrospect kind of his teacher of like the samurai values. And
Absolutely, yeah.
With like out being a teacher, but as he said, they're both students of war, so they kind of like found that common ground, which is what I really like. Like there were so many just moments where it's like, oh, they're like the same, but just different cultures, and they like meet, and it just just so beautiful.
That's like pretty part and parcel with my second Hugs, and that's, I love the juxtaposition that you get with both Algren and Katsumoto to an extent, but mainly Algren. But both of them are these. You get the sense that they're these warriors that like they are made for war, but they long for peace. And just that like I said, that juxtaposition of who they are, like almost like they're designed for this. Like, and just, I mean, you see this in how Algren just picks up, like he does not stop. He gets knocked down, but he like learns, he like reflects, okay, he's moved this way. So now this time I have to move this way. And just how he picks up on that. He's obviously like a warrior at heart, but he doesn't, he would much rather just be, you know, in a garden or something, like just having peace. So, and I think Katsumoto is very much like that as well. Just wants his village. He just wants to serve the emperor, and have his village be fine. So I love seeing that tension in these characters. So that's my next. Paul, let's go to your next select, then we'll do classic makers.
So for my number 2 spot, this might be some people's classic makers. It might be some people's tragic maker, but it all depends on whether you like my number 2 spot, and that's Tom himself. And I think Tom does a great job of carrying this film. He through, like you said, like his journey and his aspects. I thought the acting, the stunts, and everything that he brought. That I think this movie, he does a good job of carrying it. Yeah,
and I'll say, I feel like he is the least Tom Cruise I've seen. I feel like he embodies Algren so well. So often I see Tom Cruise and he's just doing Tom Cruise, but I feel like he's actually doing something. He's actually doing something else. He is embodying this character so much better, or so well that I just see that character in this. So
it's interesting because as in the beginning of it, he's this drunk war hero trying to get over the horrors of war. And I'm like watching him like, oh man, this is Born on the 4th of July all over again. But luckily it doesn't stay there. He continues that journey. So for people who are watching it and have that mindset like I did, I would just say, hold on, you'll get it'll progress from there. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, that leaves our classic makers, the things we loved most about The Last Samurai. Let's begin with Hugs. What did you love most about this film?
It's really like a 2-piece chicken meal for me. I feel like it goes hand in hand.
Okay.
It's the cinematography and the music.
So
it just man, this movie's so good.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, no joke, like unironically, I just listened to, there's a YouTube channel where like Katsumoto's just sitting there with his sword and it's just like a GIF repeating basically.
Oh, it's like one of those
long.
Yeah.
And it's just meditating with Katsumoto. And I listen to that all the time. I listened to it like a lot today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's just man, you just could just music's so good. Hans Zimmer. Dang.
So good.
So it's really just it'd be hard for me to separate those two.
Yeah.
Watch me, because I separated and made the cinematography mine. I'll just go ahead and cut mine. The scenery is great. The cinematography is great. That whole scene in the rain is just beautifully shot. Oh, so good. And by the way, Francisco, this is an example of a great cinematographer, not the Escape from New York cinematographer.
You leave Dean Cundy out of this. He is great.
No, he's no John Toll, though. The cinematography of this is excellent, on par. This is cinematography, people.
Agreed.
I can't believe you cut me down like this. Oh my gosh.
Hey, all right. I'm trying to give a compliment here.
By cutting Dean Cundy off of the knees. Thanks a lot.
Whatever it takes.
Oh my gosh. Let's go to Drew next. What does it take for this movie to earn your classic maker?
There is a scene about halfway to 2/3 of the way through the film where Algren is witnessing the samurai getting his top knot cut.
Oh yeah.
And the entire time I'm watching that, I'm putting 2 and 2 together and going, this is looking a lot like how earlier in the film when he was describing someone being scalped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And I loved that kind of that feeling, that connection. It's like he's used in so many ways. He's used to the Indians, his enemy, hating him, and now he's seeing that same hatred on the westernized Japanese against these the samurai, and how that kind of radicalizes him, for lack of a better word, to try and help the samurai not be completely destroyed, or at least go out with honor.
Yeah.
So that scene I thought was just, as hard as that scene was to watch.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautifully done as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the minute I made that connection, it's like, oh, this is even more painful to watch. Because this is the equivalent for this samurai of being scalped by a Native American.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not physically that painful, but it's emotionally that painful.
Yeah. Because their honor is so intrinsic. I think that's
right.
It sort of embodies that. I could be mistaken, but I think that is an element of it. And so,
and for me, that scene of the samurai's top not being cut, despite the fact it's got, for the most part, no major characters in it, except for Algren every once in a while. I feel like it's the strongest and most powerful scene in the whole movie.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Very cool. Dustin, what's the strongest and most powerful element of the movie for you?
Yeah, I will. I'll keep going with that theme a little bit, with that whole scene with Top Knot's thing getting the guy's top knot getting cut off. But the way honor is portrayed in this movie, I think, is probably one of the best portrayals of honor in any film I've ever seen. They nailed it.
Just a lot of chutzpah.
From Katsumoto's character describing what honor is, the samurai living it out, Tom Cruise, and what I love with his character, his Colonel Bagley, being the total antithesis of Ken Watanabe's character. He's going in and slaughtering people for no reason. I'm just following orders, is what he said. But he went and slaughtered people, had nothing to do with it. He was all about just getting the money, getting the contract, killing whoever. He didn't care. And Tom Cruise hated him so much. And then Tom Cruise thought he hated Katsumoto just because he was the enemy. But then really, once he understood him, I think he found this guy is the exact opposite of my boss, of my colonel. And then the way honor is portrayed through that relationship, and it becomes central to who Tom Cruise is, and his whole redemption arc there. Just all right, and not just those two characters. I mean, through all the samurai in there, you just see honor portrayed in the best, like I said, the best way I've ever seen it in film.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Dustin, but I just got to say, you're all wrong. The best scene in this film, in this entire film, is when the little boy looks at Tom Cruise with a big open mouth and goes, "Ah!" That was so genuinely like a little kid. It's the best thing in the film, in my opinion.
So wait, I thought you did your classic maker already, Paul? Oh.
I did. The cinematography is.
Well, you just said that was the best thing in the film right now. You said that.
But it's not the best.
Best scene.
It's not the best thing. I know scene and scene,
not the best thing.
Okay. I think I just misheard. For me, the best thing, the best element, the best part of this film, which
is that little boy, right?
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
It kind of ties into what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Francisco probably sees that boy as being mischievous and not getting in trouble for it.
No,
disobedient.
Not at all.
Disobedient,
I did not feel that way at all. These kids were very well behaved. What are you talking about? No, the part that I just loved was, and I am a sucker for, Ashley will often say she's a sucker for a redemption arc. For me, I'm a sucker for the trope of enemies becoming friends, or more so in this film, brothers. Like, I just delighted so much. And like you were saying, Dustin, Katsumo and Algren are enemies. He sees them as their enemy, but then they start learning from each other. They both realize you want to learn about your enemy to understand them better, to defeat them. But they actually bridge that even more to a deeper understanding where they become friends. And I mean, I really truly believe they become brothers. And even Algren and Yu-Gi-Oh, who's sort of the sword master, I guess I'll call him, the guy who's training all the others in sword art.
Dude,
And-
he's amazing. I love him.
And even Bob. I mean, Bob sacrifices himself at the end. So I love that these relationships are born out of enmity between each other. I love that so much when it happens in any story. So that's my classic maker for the last.
Well, I'd like to say something since Paul did it.
Yeah, go for it.
I think one of the best scenes, and man, it makes me misty eyed just even thinking about it, is when he gives him back his Native American
the satchel.
Ag.
It says, when I took this from you, we were enemies. Oh my gosh!
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, because the implication is
that we're no longer enemies. That
Now
is the
I
implication,
consider
right?
you a nobody.
yeah, it's just so good.
It is.
Man.
Awesome, guys. So now you know the things we liked most about The Last Samurai, but let's talk about something that you may not know, some trivia about this film.
The more you know.
And today's trivia about The Last Samurai is brought to you by Henshin Power V3. Do you enjoy transforming superheroes? Then you need Henshin Power V3 now. HPV3 is a podcast where three friends have 3 minutes to talk about tokusatsu. Join host Nathan the Subro Marchand, Chris Sentai Guy Reiner, and Jake the Metal Dawn Hambrick as they tackle 5 to 10 episodes of a TV series, live action and animated, that features a transforming superhero like Kamen Rider or Super Sentai. But like Ultraman, they only have 3 minutes to discuss each episode. They also have engaging thematic discussion and go on epic rant masters when something truly annoys them. Then they give awards for stuff like best fight scene or craziest what the Henshin moment. So if you're ready for a Henshin credible time, Shuwatch your favorite podcatcher for Henshin Power V3 at henshinpowerv3.podbean.com. So thanks to Henshin Power V3. Here is some trivia about Last Samurai. Did you all realize the swordsmith in the village is a real swordsmith? His name is Soji Yoshihara, and he is Mukanasa, I think I'm probably saying that wrong. Mukanasa level master swordsmith, which is one of the highest rankings in Japan. With that in mind, if you guys were a weaponsmith, what would be your signature weapon type you would craft? Like, would you make swords? Would you make spears, maces, lightsabers, rifles, whatever? It could be fancy or real. What would be the thing that you're like, I'm crafting this? People are coming from miles around to get my weapon. Let's begin with Paul.
I know this sounds like not creative, but swords, man. I don't know. There's just something about swords, whether it's lightsabers or you got your He-Man sword or your Thundercats, sword. It's like they're all throughout the pop culture. It's just so good.
Very nice. Hugs, how about you?
I'm a sucker for a long rifle, like quickly down under.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my gosh. I just optics aside, like just a long rifle. Like I've had the pleasure of shooting like front loading like muskets and everything.
Wow, okay.
They're crazy loud. Like I don't know how everyone isn't deaf when they're like shooting down the line. I'm like, I just shot one with ear protection. I'm like, oh, my ears are ringing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just like they're so powerful. It's just like the beauty of like this, the way the wood is melded with like the metal and then just putting like bore in the barrel to make it like spin. And I mean, just everything about it just seems awesome. And then like with quickly down under those optics, just like fine tuning that stuff.
Those sights,
would be so cool. Yeah. The sights, would be so cool.
I think you agree with that, Roy, don't you?
Yeah,
I know Ralphie would agree with the Red Ryder BB gun.
With a compass in the stock and this thing that tells time.
Exactly. Drew, so we have a swordsmith, we have a riflesmith. What sort of smith would you be?
So I'm going to go a little on the fictional side of things.
Okay.
and I kind of would like to make Klingon batleths.
Oh, okay.
The sword, curved sword thing that they use in that. I think I've always thought those things have looked cool.
Okay. Very nice.
Not that I own one.
You have a Keyblade though back there. That's not at all like a batleth, but
it's plastic.
Well, all right then. All right, that leaves you, Dustin. What would you be making?
I also would go swords, but I think mine would be specializing in broadswords.
Okay.
Big, bulky, like the sword of Eternia or William Wallace's massive sword.
Yes.
So
Nice.
I know there's cool, samurai swords and ninja swords that are, sleek and finesse, but I've always just been drawn to like the massive blade that like Conan's going to come in and you may have a small blade, but if he catches you at all, you're gone.
Yeah.
Bust you.
So two-hander one, not the simple one-hand lightsaber.
Nope. You walk in with a broadsword and everybody notices. Yep, that's the brute. That's the big
So
sword.
what do you think of these like Final Fantasy like type swords that are like 3 times the size of the character? Is that broad enough? Like,
oh, dude, Cloud Sword in Final Fantasy VII is peak Final Fantasy weaponry right there.
Exactly.
Yes, but the Buster Sword's really more like a giant metal club than a sword. So,
how dare you? It has sockets and everything.
What about you, Francisco?
Oh, for me, well, as true to my dwarven heritage, I'd have an axe. I'd be making axes. It could be double bladed or single bladed, but yeah, I think an axe is a awesome weapon and it, very utilitarian. Also, could cut down trees, get a campfire going. Yeah, it's lots of uses. So I really like that.
Chop off heads.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
What do you need?
Yeah. All right, great trivia, Francisco.
Can I just change mine real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
Want to join Paul Bunyan?
Well, no, it's just I think I mean, because I was thinking about this, but now I'm like really thinking about it. I think like a bowsmith,
Yes.
Fletcher,
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
really just crafting like that would be
All right.
fun.
A very nice.
'Cause I mean,
like,
bows
ornate
changed. They changed the course of history.
bow. That's true.
Yeah.
Whether it's the longbows
Yeah.
from the English or the Mongolians with their horse bows,
Absolutely.
Someone has to make all of them for the merry men.
I mean, the one guy, jolly good guy, staved off the whole like patrolman on the bridge there for a bit with the bow.
Yeah.
So awesome, guys.
Great trivia, Francisco.
Thank you, Paul.
And now that we've all had some trivial fun, let's find out what memories you, the Rad Rewinders, had about The Last Samurai.
Let's do it. So first from FireJoyStudios.com, D. Tungsten says, I remember it was a movie. I never saw it. Okay, thank you, D. Tungsten.
Okay, then.
Extracted from X at Gaiden says, excited when this film came out. I remember him getting captured. Then was shown kindness, and even though they didn't want to, discipline, honor. It reminded me to take pride in where you came from. Made me appreciate Japan and its culture even more.
Very nice. Finally, from Facebook, Jordan McDaniel says, this movie is very underrated. It didn't get great reviews upon release, but I've always loved it. Funny story, I went to buy it on DVD from Walmart, but they were sold out or something, and they had 2 copies on VHS. It was the last VHS I bought, and I still have it somewhere. Don't worry, I eventually bought it on Blu-ray a few years later. Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Christina Whiteside says, I remember the very excellent depiction of delirium tremens and the discussion my father, a doctor, and I had about it afterwards.
So that's like alcohol, like withdrawals, essentially. I didn't know what that was, but I looked it up.
Oh.
Exactly.
So when he's yelling for sake.
Exactly, yes. Tony Talavera says, the soundtrack, so good.
Yeah, that Otter Quan bird. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Philip Hurd says, I enjoyed it quite a bit. The negative aura around it was and is silly and unwarranted.
Mm-hmm. James Felix says, Ken Watanabe is phenomenal, a commanding presence in every scene he is in. After watching him, I had to be reminded that Tom Cruise was even in the movie.
Yeah. Deborah Powers, hi mom, love you. She says, we loved it, but honestly haven't seen it since.
Ooh, okay. Nathan Joseph Sitton Marchand says, I saw this in college. I need to see it again. I'd get even more out of it now.
Wardell White says, it's been forever since I've seen this movie, despite it being one of the first DVDs I've ever bought. Oh, he got it from Walmart. That's why
that's why.
That's why Jordan couldn't find it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to talk to Wardell White for your copy of the DVD. Anyways, Wardell White continues, says, I remember liking it, but I couldn't tell much about it except Tom Cruise and Ken. Oh, I couldn't probably remember much about it, is what he means. Except Tom Cruise and Ken Watanabe being in it.
And David Bobo Bobke says, all I know about it is something said on Chappelle's show, but I don't think that can be repeated on the podcast. I wonder what things about this movie you wish didn't have to be mentioned on the podcast. Well, thank you everyone for sharing those memories. And thank you, Bobo, for leading us right into the things we didn't like about The Last Samurai. So would you bring up our
worst woes?
Yes, the worst woes of The Last Samurai.
And our worst woes of The Last Samurai are sponsored by Captain Francisco himself. You can join him in our Discord community at firejoystudios.com/discord. No funny joke this time. Sorry, wait for the next episode.
Yes, go talk to the Roy Lord.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, let's go through the things we didn't like about The Last Samurai. And I'm going to start us off. I know I sort of had a tease there, how everything was just so beautiful, and that was going to lead into one of my dislikes. And for me, that's just like, I was literally on the verge of tears throughout this whole movie. I was just like, it was just so moving. And like, I knew the main beats that were going to happen, but even so, I was just like, I don't know, something about the whole atmosphere. I think the music and just seeing Algren's just going from this broken man to this person that's found peace is just such a beautiful journey. And and it's just like, I don't want to be weepy throughout this whole movie. Come on, movie. So that's why that's my first.
This is a dislike section, Francisco, not the like section.
He liked it so much that he disliked that he liked it so much.
Yeah, yes. That's right. Because you're Captain Tragic. Like, what am I doing liking this movie?
Must give the backhanded compliments.
All right.
That'd be a backhanded what's about
discompliment?
Front-handed
compliment.
Whatever, guys. Okay.
I don't know what the word is either.
Paul, what's something you don't like?
People watching it today, they're on this like glorious 4K big screen with HDR and all kinds of things. Unfortunately,
yes, that's how I watch the film.
Yeah, you can see some of the blue screen effects and the compositing it kind of takes you out of the film. Some of it looks good. You're like, wow, no, that part of the screen looks good. That part of the screen looks good. But when they're all together, there's something off about it. I don't know. But
I honestly didn't notice
like the lighting
at all.
Was off.
So that's interesting that you guys picked up on that, but I didn't notice it at all. But okay.
Right.
But
did you watch it on your phone?
I did not watch it on my phone. I watched on my very modest 50-inch flat screen. 50
inch. Oh, okay. That's impressive.
It's just Blu-ray, just normal 1080p.
Yeah. I watched it in 1080p as well.
Oh, okay. But you still notice that.
You need to clear your screen, Francisco.
Wipe that dust off of there.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't see because of my weepiness, guys. That's
what it was. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Did you lay suntied too? Was the sun in your eyes?
When was the last time you cleaned your glasses?
Oh my gosh, just before the podcast. Hugs, what is something that needed to be cleaned up about this movie for you?
I mean, I'm right there with Paul. And this is before Blu-ray. Like, I remember watching it.
Oh,
and I was like, what? Because especially the ship scene is just so obviously blue screened, and then getting off of the when they're getting off of the ship, the water is like you could see the blue screen like silhouettes around them. Like the rotoing that they did was just not great, and it's all like fleckily, like when you try and green screen and it's all like it's like that in most of the blue screen that they're doing.
Okay.
Which I mean, yeah, sure, it's less noticeable in like 720 or 1080, but yeah, I mean, and that's what I watched in 1080 as well. But man, it just for me, I mean, maybe just because I'm in the industry, but like it stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
and then the musket, like when they're shooting I always forget his name, the son, his village.
I don't. I call him Jolly Good Guy. That's
Jolly Good. Yeah. It's just, I mean, that whole scene, the smoke effects are just, I mean, they're okay for 2003, but they're just not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see where the $140 million went sometimes. That's all.
Yeah.
And apparently it didn't go
It
to
went
Tom
to the set design.
Exactly. It didn't go to
the costuming. Yeah.
Because it didn't
Had
go
to be the
Tom
flights to New Zealand.
Yes, and Japan. Yeah.
It didn't go to Tom Cruise though, because apparently he didn't take a cut until he was just going to get the pros. Like he's going to take
the
it
back end.
on the back end. Yeah.
Man.
Fair enough.
My man, the cruiser coming through again.
Let's see, Dustin, what was cruising for a bruising about this movie for you?
All right. Total honesty. I didn't notice that stuff as much.
Okay, thank you.
I noticed it, but it was nothing that pulled me out of the movie. It was not that crazy for me. And I like this movie. I mentioned I saw it, years ago when it came out and liked it then. I watched it numerous times. Watching it again recently, I just remembered how much I enjoyed this movie from start to finish. And I'm not all total honesty. I had to get nitpicky, I think, looking for things to dislike in this.
All right.
So one of the things I dislike, and this may seem nitpicky, but it just stood out as I was looking for like, all right, what do I not like about this? When Tom Cruise is first injured and taken captive by the samurai and he's recovering and, going, Saki!
Yeah.
It's emotional. He's recovering and he's still a torn apart, tormented guy. Then he comes to, and he's immediately, he has Bob, but he's immediately allowed just to walk freely wherever he wants. And for me, I was like, all right, this guy just killed a warrior when injured on the ground and he thought he was going to die. You had a vision of him being this great warrior, whatever. And you're not the least bit concerned that he may murder this woman or child when he comes to, like, oh my gosh, I'm a captive. There's just no sense of urgency on we have a prisoner of war who's leading this other. Yeah, there's no caution.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, okay, Bob, watch him and he can do whatever he wants. So that for me was like, all right, I
was expecting caution on Tom's part because that's his name in my head, not Nathan, but Tom. And kind of poking his head, looking around, like, okay, are they going to tell me to go back in my cage, or there's not caution while he's walking around. He's like, hey, I can go wherever I want, apparently, until the snow that's not even here thaws.
Even if you're going to let him walk around freely,
right?
Even if you're going to let him walk around freely, his hands weren't bound. All right, so at least you can't grab something and go nuts, or your feet don't have a loose rope around him, so you can't run. Nothing. It was
this whole village.
It was just like, all right, he's healed, he's recovered. Watch him, and he can do whatever.
I think
so that kind of felt weird to me.
That was their way of showing hospitality, even though he was a prisoner. But I think
you can show hospitality to a prisoner by giving him a bed and 3 meals, and you're allowed to walk around, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I think the first time he actually leaves the house, though, is when he goes to see Katsumoto for the first time. So I think it's like he was summoned, and he has
he's not even directed though, right? He's not.
Well, I mean, it's it's off screen. It just it happens off screen, so the movie can happen.
Yeah.
He just wanders his way until he starts getting to where Katsumoto is, and Bob's like, hits him and keeps walking. It's like, oh, yeah. You found your way to where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. It should be something with Bob guiding that direction, and that's all you need.
He gets to where he goes.
the training sword, whack, whack. You step the wrong direction, whack, keep going.
Yeah.
I'm with you though, Dustin. It's so hard to find negatives where I'm like, okay, let me just go to my technical prowess here and be like, what do I not like about this movie?
Oh, don't worry. There's a bunch more you can glean from the rest of us.
All right, sounds good.
Speaking of which, what could we glean from you, Drew, that you didn't like?
I hate the fact that every time I see Algren, all I see is Tom Cruise.
What are you talking about? He dissolves into this role. What are you talking about?
No.
No, I'm
with his
sorry.
long
Whenever
hair-
I'm watching the movie, he's still Tom. That's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in general,
what?
I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. So
There
all I'm
you
saying
go.
is just Tom Cruise walking around a Japanese village.
I mean, even when
Tom
you
Cruise
see
pretending to be
Tropic
the last
Thunder and
last
you
samurai.
when you see Tropic Thunder and you see that cameo from Tom Cruise and you're like, that's
Just
still
fat
Tom, but it's fun.
That's just fat Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is how, and it's like I said, it's the nitpickiest nitpick because I do think Tom Cruise does a good job in this movie, but I'm still seeing Tom Cruise as in this
Yeah,
role.
that's why I
as this
said it's not
character.
Nathan, it's Tom. Yeah.
It's not Nathan Algren. It's Tom Cruise. He's just somehow gone back in time and is pretending to be Nathan Algren as he goes over to Japan to become brothers with Ken Watanabe.
I could not
Ken
disagree
Watanabe,
more.
help me help you. Help me help the samurai.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
And I will admit, not a lot of that is just because I just don't like Tom Cruise, so I don't give him as much leeway as maybe others do.
I'll say Tom Cruise is very Tom Cruise in Top Gun, Mission Impossible, A Few Good Men, War of the Worlds, all the movies, Oblivion, all the movies we mentioned. But in this, he is not Tom Cruise. So I don't know what you're saying, but okay, that's fine. We'll continue.
He's Tom Cruise to me. He's Tom Cruise crazy. Just be glad it's him, not you.
Paul,
Yeah.
what's something else you don't like?
Okay, this is personal preference. But when he's going to quote unquote rescue Ken Watanabe, because that's his name, the character's name too, Ken.
Yes.
Katsumoto, geez, the wheeze.
I can't remember that.
Actually, I do remember it's Katsumoto because I had to look up. Oh yeah, that's Ken Watanabe. I couldn't think of his name.
When he goes and he's surrounded by these people, like 3 or 4 guys, and he takes them all out. When he reaches into his pocket and realizes he can't do the Indiana Jones thing and shoot them all down, but he takes them out with the sword anyway. That's cool. But then when he goes to recall the sword fight,
This confused me too. Yeah, continue.
Slow motion, which I'm fine for slow motion, but personal preference, the choppy slow motion that they use there, I'm not a fan of. The slow motion where they do like the battle charge at the beginning and at the end, they use different types of slow motion through this movie. This choppy one that they use here, I'm not a fan of. Plus, we just saw the fight. This is a long movie. We don't need to see every hit and kick and like thing again.
Yeah,
So like
that's one part I didn't really understand too, because when he does it in the training, I get he's like reliving it so he can know what to do better next time. But this, he like dispatched them already. Why do you need to relive what that was? I don't,
because I get it. He's just recalling like, wow, I wasn't really thinking, no mind. I just let it happen. And then he's just remembering, this is what I did. Wow, I can't believe I did that.
Oh, all right.
That kind of thing. So I get that. But I mean, this is a 2.5 hour movie. Let's at least like get on with it.
Okay, first of all, it could have been longer. All right. And I wish it would have been longer. And then I think at least for me, you may not like the choppiness of the slow motion and not slow motion. Like I understand that. But for me, I think it's a really good cinema beat because it gives us a chance to like pause after the fight, kind of like, oh crap, because it happens really fast, right? The fight.
Right.
And then it does give that moment where it's like, the guy, he's moving in the background. This
is where Cool Deluxe is saying in chat.
The Port Weinstein guy. Because if he just does that fight and then beheads the dude, it's like too fast. So like for a movie beat for me, it just feels good.
Well, then use that choppiness use that and not the first part. Or, just don't show me twice. You already showed me once.
Okay, like first of all, we can't get enough Cruise. Okay.
So hit the rewind button if you like it so much.
Oh my word. Let's see. Dustin, what's something that you definitely don't need to rewind to watch again? You didn't like it about this movie.
Oh, me again?
Yes.
All right. So another thing is, I know I'd seen the movie before, seen it a bunch, but this movie, it was also predictable in many senses.
Oh, really?
for me, in the sense of, again, this movie is categorized with lots of movies that have the exact same plot. Dances with Wolves, Pocahontas, Ferngully. Now you have The Last Samurai, and then years later it would be Avatar.
It's different, but I get it.
I'm going to say of all those,
this
it's
is just Dances with Samurai.
But
now,
okay.
Now I would say, like I said, Avatar obviously came later, and when we saw Avatar, it was like, oh, this is Last Samurai all over again, sort of thing.
No, I call it Dances with Smurfs.
Right. But all that to say, the plot of Group A is fighting Group B. Oh, Group B has a prisoner. Wait a second, Group B isn't the bad guys. Let's go fight Group A. That's not a new plot. So for that aspect, and of course the name of the movie, The Last Samurai, it's like, all right, they're all gonna die. It's like it's just, so I knew, I'm not saying it wasn't good. You know, it wasn't emotional the way they played everything out, but I did find myself in the theater. My theater, because I own the theater. In the theater, I found myself going, oh, he's gonna find honor with the samurai. Oh, he's gonna fight alongside this. Clearly, he's gonna have a little romance going on with the wife of the guy that he killed. The samurai are gonna get wiped out. You know, and, yeah, right. Tom Cruise is going to go to the Emperor now as the Last Samurai representative. So I felt as the movie was going, nothing was surprising.
Okay.
It was still done
Tom Cruise
very well.
lived in the end. Spoiler.
Well, we don't know. The narrator says he'd like to think that he found peace, but we don't know.
No, I saw the video of him.
So yeah, I liked it. Thought it was excellently well done, but I found it predictable.
Okay. All right,
excellently predictable.
That's fair. I wonder if you guys could predict my next dislike, and that's just that I feel like and I feel like you almost have to do this in movies to get buy-in from the audience for who the good guy is and who the bad guy is, and I like having, I don't like having tons of moral ambiguity where it's like, oh, everyone's everyone's the villain, everyone's the hero. And I like having, these guys can be the good guys now, these guys are going to be the bad guys.
Forget this yin and yang crap. Give me black and white.
But I feel like
there can't be heroes and villains on both sides.
Much like knights and knighthood in the West is very romanticized. I feel like the samurai here are probably very romanticized and pedestalized, like put on a pedestal. And I struggle, like, cause I'm like, man, those samurai, those are so cool. I feel like that's like a great way to live type of thing. And I think people do that with the Jedi and like they're the stories we hear and the heroes we want to emulate. I mean, I think that's a natural thing, but I think we also have to remember that these were humans. There's probably, just like there are bad knights, there's going to be bad samurai, there's going to be bad Jedi. I mean, any group of people will have bad and good in it. You can't get away from that. So that's all. It's just that I feel like there was almost
the samurai were too romanticized.
Yeah, there was no chinks in their armor. They were just all good. I feel like there needed to be something that was like a little off or something. But
if you watch the behind the scenes, no, there's something in the behind the scenes where the special features that came in. It talks about how the samurai were actually like kind of like gang leaders who kept the peace for the emperor, and the people when they are on their horses and the villagers are bowing to them, it's kind of like out of fear mixed with respect, but like because they're not perfect, you know, they do take advantage of their position, but that's not captured in this movie.
Yeah. So, and that's not the point this movie is trying to tell, and I get that. I'm just right. I was searching for dislikes too, guys.
I know. That's one of mine. No, you hate the Jedi. It's coming out. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially that Empire Strikes Back. What trash.
Yeah. It all makes sense now.
Roy's the Sith Lord.
Oh my gosh.
In the vein of like,
don't feel that way about Empire Strikes Back. What was that, Hug?
In the vein of nitpickiness, I mean, the other negative that I had was,
go for it.
Well, and maybe this is just me in the way that I view it, or like my sound setup. I don't know, but every time they do the Native American killing flashbacks, my ears are just like bleeding from this beginning because it's like,
oh wow,
I'm like, oh, please. It's like when they play commercials, like you're watching a serious movie.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
come on in, Billy Bob's today. It's like, what? Like, why are you at 3 a.m.? Why is this commercial so loud?
Yeah.
It felt like that to me.
So you'll hear it from the other room.
It was supposed to be traumatic.
How else am I supposed to buy that ShamWow?
It's so loud. It's so probably how I was right now, which is not fun for the listener.
I didn't notice that particularly with those scenes, but I could totally see that. I certainly don't have a good setup. I have like stereo 2, and I don't know. I couldn't see whether the sound setup was 5.1 or what. It probably was, but regardless, it wasn't bothering me in my setup. But I could see how that would be overdone or whatnot. So that's very fair, Hugs. I guess that leaves Drew, I believe, for one more, just like before we get to Tragic Makers.
My second dislike is I wish they hadn't have done the love story between him and
I thought it was sweet.
The wife of the man he killed. I'm fine with her having the hostility and them them coming to an understanding, but I almost feel like her falling in love with him was almost disrespectful to the husband, and I kind of wish
he's dead, and that's Tom Cruise. Come on.
Hey, I'm talking to the guy who doesn't really like Tom Cruise. So
and you also don't like Back to the Future, apparently.
I like Back to the Future.
Well, then you don't appreciate not Florence. What is it? The Nightingale syndrome that she acquires.
Florence Nightingale effect.
Just because I understand why it's there doesn't mean I have to like it.
No.
I feel like
apples and apples.
For the story this was telling, I didn't feel a love story was necessary.
You know what? I agree with I agree with you, Drew. Tom deserves better. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Like I said, maybe it's just me. I just did not. And you can call it a personal preference if you want.
You know what?
Yeah, I did not feel that love story was necessary. I was fine with him being like basically the uncle to those kids.
Yeah,
but I really do like the scene where she offers him the armor and said it would be honorable if you wore this into battle. It'd be an honor to us. I appreciate that. It's just I feel you could do a lot of that same stuff and not have the sexual tension in the air.
Well, that's something I actually appreciated because normally in sexual tension scenes you have clothes taking off, but this is a nice
especially with Tom
of that
Cruise.
where it's clothes putting on.
Yeah.
So,
and I'll say,
like I said, it's personal preference for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm comparing this with, I tend to hold this Braveheart and Gladiator in sort of a Triforce.
Hey, Braveheart, that was also edited by the same person. No, sorry, cinematographer was the
Wait, that doesn't go. That's
Braveheart. They didn't keep all their clothes on.
He won an Academy Award for Braveheart, so Anyway, what are you saying, Francisco? Braveheart? What? He's one of the Care Bear cousins, right?
No. I mean, yes, but no. In Braveheart, his wife died. Spoilers for Braveheart. Spoiler for Braveheart and Gladiator.
Hashtag too late.
His wife dies, but he still sleeps with the princess, who's technically married to the prince, who's gay. And then Gladiator, his wife dies, and I forget if him and the Marcus Aurelius's daughter have a thing or not. I feel like they do.
Did you see Gladiator 2?
I've seen Gladiator. Oh, Gladiator 2? No,
well, they had a kid together.
Oh, well, all right, there you
that's
go.
the plot of Gladiator 2.
Okay,
yes, they did have a thing.
Compared to those, I so appreciate it. And I had forgotten this element of it. Like she always, in the beginning, she closes the door. She keeps closing the door. And that would have been a perfect sort of counterpoint to her opening the door to like allow him in, but no, she closes the door again, which I thought, okay, no, this is not that type of movie. I like that they just have a kiss and that's it. I think that you still have that romance element and that he comes back and she's glad to see him. I feel like I feel like if you had too much of that, it would overwrite the whole honor aspect of this movie that I think is the main thrust of the whole, is the main theme of it all. So I like that they kept it simple and it wasn't much. So, but
her, the lady, that he kisses, I mean, her acting, like you can see it's like, oh my gosh, this is regret. But then she like goes and hugs him from her back. So it's just like you can tell she's struggling with her own man, like, you know, okay, here goes another guy that's gonna die, and I caught feelings. Crap, my husband, my kids, like all of that is on her face, and I love that.
Yeah,
it's good acting.
So if that wasn't there, I feel like it would just be an action film. But that like little just hint of romance just made it a little bit more fulfilling.
It gave it more gravitas.
At least for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
To sum it all
again,
up,
personal preference. So,
to sum it all up, Drew, they all think you're wrong.
That's what it sounds like. That is really what it sounds like. And you know what?
Your personal
I will let that go.
Is wrong.
Wow. Well,
I will take the bad opinion award for this episode.
There were.
I appreciate it because it led to this discussion.
I will say though, there were probably something really wrong for all of us about this film. I'm going to start off because it's one of these so this is me and Paul will often talk about elements in films that sort of take us out of the movie. This was kind of one of those for me. I felt like in the beginning, there's that opening sort of part where they have all the conscripts of the Japanese army going up against Katsumoto and the samurai, and the conscripts get decimated, and they're left with Tom Cruise is the last one fighting. He's been stabbed multiple times, and he's just kicked.
The last conscript.
Last one. I do not. Here's my issue. I do not see how he survives without any sort of medical attention all the way to the village where he can finally get stitched up. He's going to bleed out. I'm sorry. That's just I don't buy it.
It was only a flesh wound. Didn't you see King Arthur and the Black Knight? Come on. He's had worse. His blood a flesh wound.
No, but it's the trope of the hero can't die. I get that.
Oh, plot armor is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yes, Tom Cruise has plot armor in this film.
All you have to do is not have.
And that translated him to getting real armor at the end of the film, so it all makes sense.
And he still didn't die,
which is a stronger plot armor.
Yeah.
See,
because that's how he became the last samurai. He was the only one that survived.
What, Drew, you've been redeemed. Francisco just got the bad opinion now.
Who are you talking? Oh my gosh.
Captain Tragic. He's our hero.
Actually is working on lyrics for that. I'm like, why?
Zero.
That's great.
Okay. All right. So that's my tragic maker, guys. It's just hard for me to buy that he'd survive. Let's go back to Drew. What's your tragic maker for this film?
Y'all already mentioned this, so I'm just bringing it back up, and it's the bad blue screen in parts of this film.
That's to me the worst one. Tell you have the big green screen behind you, and it doesn't bother you either.
Exactly.
I've been inoculated to green screen effects. Yeah, that's it.
That's got to be what. The one that bothers me is when they're walking through the San Francisco right before they go to Japan, and it's like that's obviously a matte painting CG.
Yeah,
that is so painfully obvious that that's not real. In a movie where everything else actually does a pretty good job of looking real, that's painfully obviously fake, and that bugs me a lot.
Okay, well, what do you expect them to do? How are they supposed to get an actual realistic video of back in 1876 or whatever?
I'm not saying they need to act.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that they need it. I am not saying that they that it has to be spot perfect. I'm just saying maybe do a better job of your of whatever CG matte painting you've designed for this thing, because it. And granted, if you're trying to go for maybe a fairy tale effect where that was the old world and now he's coming in Japan where it's new, I can maybe see that. But that's not what this felt like. That felt more like we needed a scene of them walking out of this train station, or walking out of this theater to go down to the docks, and we don't have the money to go shoot this anywhere we can't build the set anywhere. So we're just going to shoot it in front of a blue screen and have ILM or whomever doctor up a background plate for them to walk into.
Gotcha.
It just stuck out to me.
All right.
And I'll admit this is partially a nitpick because good night, there's so much to like about this film.
No, it's a horrible movie.
This might be actually my favorite Tom Cruise film.
Whoa.
I just don't like, and I don't like Tom Cruise in general. So that tells you how I feel about it.
Too bad it's still tragic, but okay.
Yeah, clearly.
We'll get there when we get there.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting there, let's get to let's get to Hug's Tragic Maker next. What did you hate most?
The worst thing about this movie is
Francisco's opinion of the movie.
It's already said it.
Well, okay. I mean, kind of riding the coattails there of Drew, but yeah, it's just like the poorly composited things.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say above that is I just hate that. Okay, and I mean, I know Drew is already not on board with the whole like romance thing, but did you know that they only had like a few days filmed together, Tom Cruise and that girl?
Really?
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
It was just so like for me, I'm like, I wish I could have seen more of that, but they just didn't. And so like when he's coming down with the horse and looking over the village, they're not like next to each other in any regard, right? They're just completely different. Or like, so only the scenes where you actually physically see them together is the only time they were together.
Wow.
And I don't know, for me, I know it sounds like a dumb tragic maker, but I know I'm nitpicking. It just, I felt like I needed more time with them. Feel even sadder at the end. I need it. Give me my sock. So that was it. I just wish there was more of that. Like the not romance per se, but like
building on that relationship.
Yeah, building on exactly. Yeah, it was like, hey, I'm here. Oh, you took care of me? Later. It was just too fast, in my opinion. For him being there for like 8 months or whatever.
Yeah.
So
well, it's just the winter, so it'd be like 3-4 months tops, I think.
Whatever,
4, 6.
And
it was a long time.
Oh, shoot. That was okay. That was in my notes, and it was missing when I.
Oh, okay.
That was okay. Those were my like backups.
Okay.
He specifically says May 25th. Okay, the cherry blossoms are gone by then.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
they're gone by May.
So the fact that Katsumoto sees cherry blossoms and during the battle you see them, because at first when I rewatched it, I'm like, oh wait, that's really interesting. He just envisions it. But then I was really paying attention because I watched it twice before we did this.
They see cherry blossoms in the background.
They're like all over. Yeah, even when
I
they're
will
getting
have
ready
you
to
know
leave.
that up here in Washington, March is peak cherry blossom season. I agree with you. May, it's like May is like
right now is when it's cherry blossom season. Right when we're recording it.
Like end of April is like that is you're seeing just the remnants. But May 25th, end of May, it's all gone by then.
Oh,
Maybe
interesting.
Which is what made it so perfect when he saw it because it shouldn't have been there. Right?
He was already dead.
Supposed to be the way.
It was symbolism.
That's how the cherry blossoms were perfect. They were all in his imagination.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought when I watched it the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, the first time for this, and then but when I watched it again, I'm like, wait a minute, they're all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I didn't realize that. So that's a good call for sure.
Well, the director said in the commentary some of the scenes along the in the shrine and everything, they put certain types of flowers that weren't supposed to be there, but he said it looked pretty. So
sometimes you just want your thing
pleasing if inaccurate.
You just want your movie to look cool. And sometimes you throw accuracy to the window. All right, let's go to Dustin and we'll end with Paul.
You guys already mentioned this.
Okay.
I forget if it was Francisco or Paul. Maybe it was you, Francisco. That the samurai, as much as I said I love, my biggest classic maker was how big honor was represented in this movie. My tragic maker would be that they over-honored based the samurai in this movie. And that's not a fault of the movie. That's a fault of knowing history, watching the movie. A little bit about feudal Japan and stuff. It's like, all right, so I know about the samurai, and yes, there was honor, but there was some brutal tactic. There was some rigid class system that was forced violence that that made them not just, we like honor, but if you don't respect our honor, we will beat you into submission until you honor us. There was that part about the samurai.
Exactly.
Right.
So because I knew that, for me, I was like, okay, they're really
they glorified the bad guys.
They're romanticizing this honor-based group of people, which is really cool for the movie.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really how it was. So for me, that stood out, just knowing that about samurai history.
Some history have to be accurate. No, I totally get that, Dustin.
Yeah. Darn those filmmakers for taking creative liberties.
Yeah, geez. All right. Well, Paul, what was a creative liberty too far for you? What was your tragic?
All right. So
Too far and away.
As part of my tragic maker, I'm gonna throw in a little bonus. We get to about an hour into this, and Cruz is in the village, and they're performing that little play, and
Ninja Strike.
Yeah. Okay. Before you had the cavalry and you had the samurai, and those are two groups of people. Okay, that's interesting. Then plot twist, you throw in ninjas, and these are like authentic looking, like real ninjas. These aren't the ninjas that we're used to seeing on screen at this time, like the Foot Clan or like the Surf Ninjas or whatever. This is like really cool. Like, oh, this is what ninjas are really like, and they make like these puny little ninja stars. They make them look really cool and deadly, and it's really cool. So that's an hour into it.
Okay, yeah.
So then I refill my drink, and I come back and I watch, and then they're rescuing Ken Watanabe from Tokyo, and I pause because I refilled my drink. I have to go to the bathroom and such. And I still have an hour to go. And it's like, this thing is long. So by the time I refill my drinks and go to the bathroom and refill my drinks and go to the bathroom, this is over a 3-hour long movie to just sit through. I mean, this movie is so long. And yeah, granted, if you're in for like the extended edition, this is great. In fact, you can even extend it more so you can have more romance time or whatever. But for me, this could have been easily much shorter and it would have been just as good.
So I can appreciate that, Paul. I'm just curious. Did you feel like it was paced poorly? Like that contributed to it? Or it just is like, it's just long? But it didn't necessarily feel long, but it was long because you're like,
as pause, get up, it starts feeling longer and longer.
Well, here's where I see what you're saying, and what's funny is when I started the movie, I didn't remember how long it was.
Yeah,
but when I turned it on, I was like, oh, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. The first thing I thought was, Paul's gonna say this is long and boring.
You called it.
But at the same time, I thought for a movie that was 2:45. I don't think anything needed to be cut to make. I was engaged the whole time. Even the parts where you're getting immersed in the culture of what the samurai are doing, I was fully in.
What I compared it
to though,
that last battle was too long. Like I already said, the part
you probably thought the battle in the Avengers was too long too, didn't you?
Oh well, we're not covering that. Right, you're not wrong.
Right. Because what I found myself comparing it to was, I was really late to the game, and I recently saw Avatar 2 like a month before Avatar 3 was released. Okay. I just never got around to seeing it, and then they re-released it in theaters. So like, oh, I can go see it now. And then so I saw 2, then 3. Avatar 2, clocking in at 3 hours and some odd minutes.
Yeah.
For me, that movie, when they were learning the ways of the water people in Avatar, I was bored out of my mind. I was like, this is so long. Like they took, I felt like 45 minutes to an hour of nothing else other than just learning the culture of these people. And I was like, okay, there needs to be some more happening here. Whereas I felt in The Last Samurai, it was paced really, really good. So it was long, but I was engaged and I was learning and I was entertained the way they were doing everything. So I agree it was long, but I disagree in the sense of I was engaged the whole time. I didn't feel like it was overly done.
I could have cut it. to 2 hours.
I want the the 30-minute TV show, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I need the Cliff Note, 20-minute version.
Especially coming from the guy who loves the extended version of Kingdom of Heaven, which is like almost 4 hours. I mean, I love like long movies you could just sink your teeth into and really dive into the story. But if it's poorly paced and it doesn't feel like you're getting anything out of it, then I can see it's like, okay, this is like,
if I feel like you're wasting my time, then that's no good. But
where I'm like, why did I watch this? I want my 90 minutes back. Even like short films, I'll be like, what is this? So for me, it's not really length; it's more just quality of that length. That really.
But that's why you feel that way, Paul.
There's a few scenes I could have done without, but overall, and maybe that's probably what led to me feeling like it was super long.
Gotcha.
Because I agree.
And your baby bladder too. So.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a thirsty feller.
Yeah, I know. I've already filled this up twice. I know.
All right, guys. Well, now that we've entered all our targeting information into the firing computer, Alice, do you have a firing solution for us?
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo armed and ready to fire on your mark.
Okay, guys, it's time for the moment of truth. Do we rate The Last Samurai a classic? We'd recommend, if you've never seen it, or if you've never seen it before, then definitely seek it out. Not to mention a rewatch is totally worth your time. Do we rate it a nostalgic? If you've enjoyed it before, then you'll enjoy it again if you're in the mood for, action drama type movie. But if you've never seen it, watch it once for the memes, maybe at 2x speed, knowing that you could end up really liking it or really loathing it. Or do we rate it a tragic? If you've never seen it before, keep it that way. And if you have seen it before, don't sell any good memories you have of it with a rewatch. So we'll start with our guests as we like to. Let's go with Drew first. What was your final rating for The Last Samurai?
Believe it or not, I am rating this a classic.
And you had predicted nostalgic, so you're raising it to classic?
Yes, I am raising it to classic. This was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it.
Okay.
Not even Tom Cruise could bring it down for me. But Tom Cruise did a very good job in this. It's just he's Tom Cruise. But no, I really enjoyed the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic. Everyone should go give this at least a watch to give it a shot, if nothing else, because it's just it dances with samurai, but it's still a good film.
I feel like it's not that at all, but okay. I mean, there are similarities.
There's elements of it.
Yes,
it's not as bad as Dances with Smurfs.
Oh my gosh, that's Avatar, is what you're referring to?
Yes, okay. That's Avatar.
All right, so classic for Drew. Dustin, you had predicted classic. Where did it end up for you?
Yeah, I after watching this and predicting classic, nothing changed. I'm absolutely going to stick with classic.
Okay.
The theme of honor, the redemption. It's right. It was predictable. I'm predictable. I guess it's something I fell in line with it. I don't have a disdain for Tom Cruise the way Drew does, but no, I think this easily is one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies.
Nice. Okay. Very good. All right. Hugs, you had likewise predicted classic. Where did it end up for you?
Oh, I mean, super mega ultra classic.
We don't have super ultra.
It went up from mega to super ultra.
Yeah, I mean okay, look. On the opposite of Drew, I'm a huge Cruiser fan. All right, I love the Cruiser, but like even it. No, I can't. No, if it wasn't Tom Cruise, I don't think I'd like the movie as much. There's something that he brings to this movie that just makes it more than what it might have been without him. And
maybe
the what?
Ego, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, let it fill the room because it's doing something. Yeah, I mean, it just, if you've never seen The Last Samurai, I really think, even if you're not like love Japan kind of person or anything like that, like it's just a well-crafted film. The pacing, I think, is fantastic, even though it is, over 2.5 hours, but it feels just well thought out. The dialogue is great. The cinematography and music are amazing. And so, I mean, I don't know how I could rate it anything but super ultra mega fantastic classic.
That may have to be rounded down to classic.
Yeah. Just
if I
a
round me
bit.
down, classic.
All right. Now, before
Put
we
in the
get
square hole.
before we get to me and Paul's reigns, we go to you, our fire guard, people that support this show and all the stuff we do at Firejoy Studios. Thank you so much for your support. And you collectively rated this a classic as well. So 4 classics so far.
No point in us being on the show, Francisco. The masses have spoken.
Apparently. But Paul, just in case people do care about our opinions, you had predicted nostalgic. Where did it end up for you?
And honestly, I was surprised how much I liked this film. I would recommend if anybody to go out and see it. Honestly, I'm surprised I don't hear this film more often in conversations like with Braveheart and things like that, because I think it really stands up to those other types of movies as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I may agree. We're not to my final rating yet. But
Yeah, we're at your part. So.
It's your turn, Roy.
Name ain't Roy. I had predicted classic, and it's a classic for me. I enjoyed it through and through. I wasn't distracted by blue screen effects apparently because I didn't notice them. So because of all my weepiness. But yeah, classic for me as well, guys. And thank you. So with everyone rating this classic, the Retro Rewind podcast rates The Last Samurai a unanimous classic film. I'd recommend anyone go watch this, whether or not you've seen it before. But now it's time to get back to our own time. Good old 20XX.
20XX?
ComSat Online. Awaiting incoming transmissions.
Feels good to be back. But we wouldn't have been able to travel back to 2003 to begin with if it weren't for our amazing fire guard. First off, our Fire Knights, Deborah Powers, Dustin, he's a big deal Warford. Oh, you're right here. Woo! Kennethan, Flux, and Ashley Ruiz. And our Fire Guards, Brian Scott, Dale, Daryl Hafner, Drew of the Cellcast. Oh, you're here too.
Hey!
D. Tungsten, Fabulous Lomax, Geek Devotions, Gaiden, Mary K. Cronenberg, Cool Deluxe, Redeemed Otaku, Ryan Frostad, and that's our Baba, in addition to one other awesome patron as well. Thank you all so much for keeping the gigawatts coming. And if you want to help keep us flying and get bonus content for your generosity, head over to firejoystudios.com/support to start.
Say, Francisco, is there a complimentary way to show some support for the show as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can compliment us with a 5-star review on your preferred podcast player anytime. For example, Jaron Calva left us a 5-star review with the title Amazing Podcast. Jaron on Apple Podcasts. Jaron writes, that story show sent me and I stayed. I absolutely love this podcast and I really enjoy watching the movies and then listening to your episode about them. Thanks for all that you guys do. So thank you so much, Jaron, for that review. And
that's the way to do it, Jaron. Indeed. Watch and review with us.
Yes. I think Gaiden is doing that also these days. But likely Jaron and you listening enjoyed this episode if you've made it this far. So if you aren't driving, tap the share icon in your podcast player for this episode and send it to a friend saying, I know you like The Last Samurai, so I thought you'd like this podcast discussing it.
Cool. And I'll bet they'll thank you for it. And speaking of thanking people, we want to give a big samurai hug to our guest hosts for supporting us with their thoughts about The Last Samurai. Since we like to go in alphabetical order, at least I do. We'll start with Drew. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts.
Oh, no, it was great being here. But here's some more fun. If you want to hear more of my strange film thoughts, you can go check out the Cellcast. We review animated movies and television shows. And just 23 minutes ago on the live recording, we just released a very, very special episode of the Cellcast reviewing a masterpiece of a short film, Bambi Meets Godzilla.
Yes.
So go check that out.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yes.
And we also like to thank Dustin Warford for sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much, Dustin.
Yeah, it's my joy to be here as always. If you want to check out what I'm doing, you can go to my Facebook page, or I'm on Instagram as Ghetto Kids Preacher, and see the stuff we're doing at the church, ccpuyallup.com. And I also launched this last year a bread business. So if you're in the Puyallup area, check out my bread Facebook page. I hear I'm getting really good at it, and it's been a lot of fun to make.
Awesome.
Wow.
And that's what's that bread one called?
The Royal Warford Sourdough.
Nice.
Ooh, sourdough.
Oh, I've been making sourdough. Check it out. It's on Facebook, Royal Warford Sourdough. It's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Cool. And Hugs, thank you so much for coming back and sharing your thoughts about how much you love Tom Cruise. I mean, The Last Samurai.
Oh, no, you had it right. You had it right. Thank you for having me back on. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, okay, maybe it wasn't obvious enough, but this is probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, nice.
And so,
Well deserved.
To be able to talk about it with you guys has been a lot of fun, and a couple different news perspectives, and like I really appreciate. I'm glad I was the only one who noticed the blue screen, because I was like, "Come on!"
I get it. I'm blind, guys. All right, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the worst I've ever seen.
No. They're definitely worse.
Before you watch the next movie.
Yeah, like Harry Potter has way worse than this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys having me on. So that's about all from me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Drew, Dustin, Hugs, my awesome samurai friend Paul, the artist Alutrick for enhancing our music, and all your rewinders, new and old, for another fun voyage.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
I think I know them.
And as the Emperor just said, we are now part of the Culture Box Media Network. Find all the shows unpacking truth through story, comedy, and geekery at culturebox.media.
Thank you, Exo, and thank you all for listening. We pray you're more joyful today than when you first hit play. But like a Pokemon, we got to catch you all for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, our next adventure on the Retro Rewind podcast.
Say it faster, say it faster.
Retro Rewind mission complete. Proceed to base to await next mission.
Sake! Sake!